Hey guys, welcome to the Submersing Paddock. I am your host, William Marsh, and welcome to our live stream of Project Cars for the PC. And no matter what, you gotta say that was a pretty awesome intro to this new game that has been freshly released on Steam after so many delays for this. It's fun to finally have it available to share with you guys. So first up, I'm just going to show you some of the settings. I already encountered this weird glitch. I don't know if it's an issue on my end or the game's end, where when you're trying to assign the controls, it would cause an issue so I have the right shift paddle to shift up. When I try to assign it, it says multiple inputs were detected, no action was assigned. But luckily my controls have carried over from the early access, so I'm able to drive it, but I don't know if it's an issue on my end or on Slightly Mad's end. I haven't heard anything due to just being released a half hour ago, but I don't know what's going on there. So besides that, so far so good. I did a couple test sessions to see how it's running. So right now, let's check out the career.
This is your chance to follow in the footsteps of your favorite racing heroes. Create a driver, choose your starting point, and then aim for glory. Climb the motorsport ranks quickly to claim the ultimate prize. Dominate one particular motorsport defiantly against all challengers. Or become a multidiscipline master and prove you can compete in all forms of racing. Complete all three of these historic goals, and you'll be on your way to entering the Hall of Fame alongside your heroes.
Okay, so that's already an interesting aspect to the career, where you have the create your own driver and progress up the driving ladder. So let's just enter our name in. Nationality. Okay, United States. My number's 53. I don't know why, it's just been my favorite number for all this time. So, for this career,
now choose from one of the many
there is the different tiers that you can join up. For the sake of this live stream, I'm not going to do the karting. If you want to take a look at karting, I recommend Darren Ganji at Inside Sim Racing. He uploaded a first hour video where he actually started at the bottom with karts. So I'm just not going to do that. I'll let you go to that video if you're wanting to watch the karting. But I think I will start off with the Formula Rookie, which would be sort of like the Skip Barber or driving school class.
Congratulations! A team is interested in hiring you as a driver. Take a look at and sign the contract so we can begin.
Yes, PJW 1991. I have experimented with the karts in the early access. I would say that they are not as solid driving wise or as authentic as R Factor 2 or Game Stock Car Extreme. They are very understeery. Granted, I don't have much experience driving karts in real life. I've done it maybe 3 or 4 times, but I just feel there's some sort of deadness in the handling of the karts. But they are drivable. They do have the sense of realism, but I would have liked to see a single speed kart in Project Cars. They only have the 125cc shifter karts and the 250cc super karts, but they are alright. Maybe later in the stream I will do a single race in that, but right now let's do the Formula Rookie to take a look at how the tournament, or how the career goes. So, the rookie contract. William Marsh, glad to finally make your acquaintance. Like to extend an offer you to come and drive for West Force next year in Formula Rookie. Previous experience put you on a radar as being an individual who believes can support fully with the team and whom can get the best out of our Formula Rookie. Sounds like something interesting. Happy to get the ball rolling on drawing up contract. So there's 2 contracts available. Auto Rebel and West Force. West Force sounds like a cooler name, so I might just go with that to start off.
Welcome to Formula Rookie, your entry point into the world of open-wheel formula racing. You'll start out in one of several national championships, race your way into European championships, and fight for a seat in the Formula Rookie World Championship. Each round features 2 races. All race finishers will earn points, and bonus points are awarded for fastest qualifying time and fastest race lap time. The pit lane is open for refueling, repairs, and tire changes. Time to start your Formula career.
Okay.
This is your career dashboard. Here you can read news articles from Sim Racer reporting on the various motorsport seasons that are currently running, and see what your fans are talking about. It looks like you have a message waiting already in your inbox.
Huh, so looks like Slightly Mad Studios has a partnership with Sim Racer, which has a digital magazine. I believe they started doing a physical magazine as well at Barnes & Noble, but that might have been discontinued. I'm not certain. So you use the paddle shifters on the wheel to change tabs.
This is where contract offers, invitations, and messages from your team will appear. It looks like you have a welcome message from your team.
Okay, so we have 2 emails. Looks like it automatically gets set as read.
This tab shows results from every motorsport in the career calendar. Here you can track your race results and standings in your current series, view results from previous events you've raced in, and see results for all the other motorsport races that are happening in the world.
Okay, so it looks like this results page is not limited to events you drive in. It looks like it also has the different series that will be going on. So that'll be interesting to take a look at as your virtual career goes underway. So it looks like you can rewatch the intro video in the overview tab and check your driver network profile.
Allows you to track your accomplishments and progress, compare your stats with friends, view your highlights, and share content. Your profile shows a breakdown of what you like playing, your affinity with particular cars, motorsports, and tracks, your online performance record, and online reputation. Compare this with friends to see the unique driver journeys you've both taken.
Okay, so it looks like this has some of my experience from previous races on the early access, where it'll show what you have taken part in and what you've done in events. So you can tell that I've entered some events, but due to the unstable element of the early access, some of them I wasn't able to finish. But let's get that changed around.
Succeed in your chosen motorsport,
okay, career.
And you'll earn accolades. Accolades attract the attention of scouts for other teams that may want to hire you, and specific companies and organizations who may want to invite you to take part in special events. Check back here to see which accolades you've earned and monitor your progress towards achieving any historic goals.
Okay. So there's the 0 to hero, which is basically going through the entire career from the bottom to the top, which I wouldn't be able to do that in this because I already skipped a couple of the classes. Triple Crown, win 3 championships in 3 motorsport disciplines. Defending, you win multiple championships.
The Highlights tab lists all your favorite photos and replays that you've saved.
Okay. So different replays from my racing. Okay, let's get a race underway. Boot up the calendar.
Calendar shows the championships, series, and events for all motorsports being held throughout the year. Right now, you'll only be eligible for the motorsport your team is currently participating in. If you want to enter other motorsports, you'll need to impress the teams that race there and sign a new contract with them. The start of your season is today, so let's get some more information on your...
Okay, so let's see what's loading up the calendar. Okay, so right here, Formula Rookie UK, US, and German Challenge. Okay, so we have 3 options.
Here you can see all the sessions that take place on this day. You can only enter sessions that are part of your current sport. You can drive, skip, or simulate any of the practice and qualifying sessions. If you skip qualifying, you'll be placed last on the grid for the race. When simulated, a result will automatically be calculated for all participants. You can also scale the length of each session within the minimum and maximum length limits.
Okay. So Oulton Park, Watkins Glen, or Motorsport Arena Oschersleben. I'm gonna go to the home country. Okay, so Watkins Glen. Okay, let's just do defaults. Let's skip forward just to the race. It's gonna put me in the back, but let's give this a try. .52 miles. That would, I believe, be the short configuration from the loading screen. So let's see how this race will go.
Okay, this is your first career race. You can make any final adjustments to your vehicle setup, change tires, and finalize any pitting strategy before the race starts. You'll notice that the simulate and skip to end options are disabled. The number on it indicates the minimum duration that you need to drive before you can simulate the rest of the race. All right, tap the drive button as soon as you're ready to start your race.
Okay, let's get this underway. Okay, we're starting 16th. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, it's your first
Note that
race.
I have
Let's get it
a
off to good
mid-range
start.
setup, so it's not going to look the
Green, green,
best.
green.
What the heck? Oh, you need to clutch in with this car? Okay. Okay, force feedback. Definitely getting quite a bit through the wheel. As I said in my preview video, it reminds me a bit of the dirt titles, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Hold on, I need to change my degrees of rotation real quick. It was a little too low. Okay, this is only a 4-speed. Rewind! Whoa, they're flying through there. Okay, going on the inside. Okay, so this is at 80% difficulty. Man, I wish I could map it to this sequential shifter. But with whatever's going on with the control mapping, I can't. And 2 days ago, I could. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's get into this guy's draft. This car actually feels pretty darn nice. I will say that. You have a good sense of mechanical grip through the wheel. Okay, we gained a spot.
You're getting really close now. Hustle him. Try and force him into a mistake. Come on, you can do it.
Oh. Okay, let's see if we can catch this guy. Okay. Ah! Only a 2-lap race. I did not realize that. These are actually... They put up a fight.
Here you can see the race results. The drivers are listed
Okay,
in
so
their finished
top
positions,
10.
along with the points that each driver earned. If the series assigns team points, then you will also see the team points on this screen.
Okay, so you can have driver and team points in different championships. Okay, let's see if we can close in on the second race. Okay, let's get this party started.
Forget about qualifying. The only thing that matters now is the start. Make a good one. Green, green, green.
Okay, looks like we got a decent start. Okay, coming into turn 1, do not overdrive the corner. I got a win at this track before in iRacing with the Skip Barber, so this is a track I know pretty well, but at the same time, this is... Whoa! I did not expect it to break up there!
You better come in. It looks like you've got some suspension damage.
Okay, I got the meatball, which means I need to come in the pits. But yeah, I've read a couple of reviews. They're still saying the AI is erratic. There's no reason that guy should have braked at the top of the S's. And this car is pretty munched up. Gotta start it back up. Yes, one thing that is nice about this is that you can actually stall the car and map the ignition and starter, which I think comes with Project Cars being loosely based on the ISI motor engine. By that I mean Slightly Mad Studios was using the ISI motor engine for Need for Speed Shift 1, 2, and Ferrari Racing Legends, and they tweaked a lot of the code in the engine, which brought it into making its own engine of sorts, but it still has its foundations in the ISI motor engine. Okay, so we're in the pits now. I'll show you how we can edit the strategy so you can change tires and fix damage. What I like is you can set yourself to repair each component individually, where most other titles don't really have that, but looks like we have set what we want. Okay, so close. Okay, so this is going to repair our car. I do not like the auto pit lane, but it can't be turned off. I hope that is a feature that will be implemented in the near future.
Go, go, go!
Pit stops are also relatively quick compared to other hardcore racing sims, but this is competing against the Gran Turismo and Forza Motorsports. Okay, we're back on the track. We're likely going to finish last this race, but with our first event ever in Project Cars, what can you really do? The damage is pretty sensitive in this game, all things considered. have a decent idea on where the car is going and where you're trying to get it to go. Which is a positive thing. X-Try Online, this is a mid-range PC. I am using an NVIDIA GTX 650 Boost and like using just a single screen. So it's not a cutting edge, but it is a PC. And I'm using the Thrustmaster T500 RS with the Ferrari 458 GTE rim. The Thrustmaster TH8 RS for some of the historic cars. And 2004 Derek Spear Designs Black Max. Or is it Black Max? Or Track Boss, I think. Okay, so you get to see the different podiums. Fastest times. Okay. Didn't really do well that event. Did not expect the AI to break at the top. Okay, X-Try. Hope you enjoy. So, inbox. Okay. Okay, getting a couple emails from the staff chewing me out there. Oh, I was wanting to do Sonoma anyway. Sonoma, my home track, 15 minutes away. I went there yesterday to drop off some stuff for a friend. Let's drop this to 70% difficulty. And let's do qualifying this time so I don't start dead last. Okay, let's do 25%. Enter qualifying. Okay, so this is... It looks like it's the NASCAR layout, except the NASCAR layout is 1.99 miles, and this is saying 1.94.
Our placement on the starting grid for the race. The faster the time you set in qualifying, the higher up you'll be on the race grid. The setup and strategy allows you to change the settings on your car and to configure.
Okay, so it looks like we have an international audience here, Belgium.
You can view a summary of your
So I'm guessing you're looking forward to racing on Spa.
A few laps, then return to the pits and try tweaking your car setup to improve your lap times. You can change tires, fuel load, and many other settings.
Zolder is in Project Cars. It is a fun track to drive on this. It's one of my favorites. Okay, let's hit the road. So this is a group qualifying effort. So it's not solo car runs, which is nice, but I do not know if solo car runs are available, say for the Monterey, or the Caper Monterey, which is also, like, which is sort of a spoof of the Chevy Lumia, or Luna, I forget what it is. I will say that I am somewhat disappointed with Project Cars' version of Sonoma Raceway. There's quite a bit inaccurate with the track itself. The elevation changes feel wrong. I think some of the curves are too high, but I'm getting a little nitpicky. This is a pretty decent representation of the track. Like the S's, you can really feel going through them. But I'd give this version of Sonoma maybe a 7.5 out of 10 in terms of realism. where I would give iRacing's for the time it was scanned in 2008, but with it being a laser scan, I would give it high marks. But Race Room Racing Experience's version of Sonoma is pretty spot on, I will say that. But all in all, this is a pretty decent representation of Sonoma, which is a very tricky track because all these different elevation changes. Okay, Stefan Fringe just set a new fast lap. Whoa, I almost took the Indy road. I'm used to driving the Indy layout, not the NASCAR layout. Okay, we'll have to do another fast lap. Yeah. Another thing I would have liked to see is the Sonoma karting track in this game. Because they have karts, they feature it prominently, but there are only like 2 or 3 kart tracks in this entire game. But at the top of one of the hills in Sonoma, at turn 10, there's actually a 0.75 mile go-kart track, which is a blast to drive, which I've driven on. And I would have liked to see it in some sort of sim, besides Sim Raceway. Because, or Sim Raceway is the only sim that legally has it on it. I know there are some pirated conversions on the sim racing black market, but those are pretty shoddy. And I would like to see someone do their own interpretation. Maybe if iRacing ever does karting, they'll scan Sonoma. Who knows? Okay, let's see how this lap goes. We're still on the clean lap side. But I will say this, I know a lot of people are concerned about this. This does not feel like Need for Speed Shift. I repeat, this does not feel like Need for Speed Shift. There is a solid feel through the wheel. Need for Speed Shift was very floaty, like driving a boat. This has solid connection, which you can feel through the wheel. I've also, in the past, I tried this with the Logitech G25 before I got my T500, and it was a solid one as well. So, I will say, do not be worried about it feeling like Need for Speed Shift. The force feedback in this feels miles better. Okay, make the pass. For the kink. But I will say, I like some of the authenticity that has gone into this track, actually, because these banners are authentic. There are supermarkets signs on the track, as well as Toyota, GoPro. That is authentic. That scoring tower is there in real life. The Toyota sign's there in real life. So, unlike Need for Speed Shift, which had all these garish, over-the-top elements, such as the different signs and everything and whatnot, it's nice seeing this authentic. Heck, that hill, where once I worked in the summer doing hand stamping, that's there. Granted, I don't see the motorhome at the top, but I don't think most people would render that in a title because that's a few miles off. So I'll just wrap up this lap and then I'll get to the race. So do you have any questions or requests for me to drive while I am at this live stream? I'm open to answering any questions you have. Yeah, I have not tried this with a controller. I have a wired Xbox 360 controller for my computer, but I have not tried it with a with a gamepad yet. Okay, so continue to race 1. But I do not know if the Logitech G27 is going to be supported on the PlayStation 4. That I'm not sure of. I know the T500, T300, Club Sport V1 and V2 should be supported. Or I'm not sure about the V1. I think so, but I can't say for certain. Okay, so I think we're on the pole this race. Better than last one. Welcome, new viewer. We are doing the second race in the Formula Rookie, and we are running at the Sonoma Raceway, which is actually my home track. So I guess I might have home field advantage here because I'm starting from the pole. So let's see how this race goes. And if you guys have any questions or requests on what to drive in Project Cars, feel free to let us know in the chat box so we can give it a test in the game and get some impressions. I keep on trying to go on the IndyCar layout. Okay, they're sort of closing in. Well, yeah, this car does show off Project Cars having some pretty decent mechanical grip. Feels solid through force feedback. Pretty responsive in the handling, not boaty like Need for Speed Shift. Okay. Whoa! Understeer? Wow. You could feel the right front tire getting lifted up there in the force feedback. This is pretty precise, I will say that. And this car is pretty fun to drive. I wouldn't say it's at a hardcore sim, but I will say, in my opinion, it is above Gran Turismo and Forza Motorsport. And I will say this title is pretty well optimized to run on my mid-range system. Like the frame rate's taking a little hit from streaming, but all in all, this is pretty solid. I've had no real hiccups. And here's the win.
Fantastic job. You'll never forget
okay.
This, the first race win of your career.
So, I think we're at 80% difficulty, which might be a little low, but hey, or we might be down to 70, I think. I forget what I dropped it to, but okay. going to the race 2. Let's see if we can break into top 10 in points after this event. Let's take a look at motorsports format and regulations real quick. Okay, so each round consists of these sessions: practice, qualifying, and race. And yes, I believe there's multiclass racing. I will check after this event to make sure. So each race begins with a standing start, pit lanes open, points finishing, okay. Fastest qualifying and fastest lap, you get 1 point per race. That's cool how the point system is thorough like that. Okay, setup. As I saw in the Inside Sim Racing video, this is very thorough, where you can change the tire pressure per tire, brake pressure, brake balance, traction control slip, force feedback. This is all insane on what you can adjust. So you can adjust the longitudinal, lateral, and vertical tire forces. So you can change the force of the G forces pressing down, side to side, and vertical, so rolling. Summary. Okay, I like this page where it just has, like, it's split into quadrants and front and rear, so it gives a good advice to, or good guideline. And T500 compared to G25, it's a night and day difference. This is steps above the G25. I enjoy the T500 immensely. I currently have 3 different rims for it. I have the GTE, I have the stock GT, I also have a $30 eBay wheel that I purchased. It's the same one that Sam Maxwell uses for his budget setups, and it feels great. Much smoother, much quieter, doesn't annoy my parents anymore. So I will say that it is a step above. I'm also using the T3PA pedals, which is like the T500 stock pedals, but it does have the conical brake mod, and that actually does a good job simulating brake progression. I feel confident in my braking. I have Fanatec Club Sport Pedal V1, but they have failed on me 5 times. So I stick with my T3PA, and honestly, I don't feel like I'm missing out on much by not using the load cell. The conical brake mod does a good job of having the progression in the brake. While it's still being judged on distance, the rubber on it does add a feeling progression. And yeah, I had the hall sensors go bad, I had load cell go bad twice, I had the main PCB go bad, I had the brake PCB go bad as well. Okay, so let's go with this second race.
Green, green, green.
Okay, it looks like the time has progressed later in the day. This looks closer to sunset. Yeah, I've heard some experiences with the TX going bad, like it's hit and miss. If it went bad in the first week, you should be able to contact Thrustmaster for the warranty, where the TX is a solid wheel. I once tested it out when I visited Darren Ganji in Washington, but it has less resistance than the T500. Okay, you returned it. Yeah, I've heard mixed stories about the TX. I've heard if it runs well, it runs well. I heard that I think it was the first batch of models that had some issues. I don't know how the T300 is in terms of reliability. I haven't heard much about it actually failing, so that is a good thing right there.
Nice one, solid first lap.
With my T500, the fan was noisy. I contacted Thrustmaster and they sent me a new fan. I had to take this wheel apart and put it back together, which was fairly simple. Thrustmaster tech support has been on their A game with me. Generally get the wheel, or get the part I would need within a week, which is saying something because they're sending it from France overseas to the United States. And yeah, I agree. Time progression is really nice in Project Cars. I did have some hiccups where it was still looking light at midnight, but some people were commenting that a setting may have been off. I don't know about that. I haven't had the time to check it, but it does legitimately look late at night.
You're on the final
Okay,
lap.
so final lap. Let's go for a hot one. But yeah, I like the crepuscular rays, which is the God rays in the sun. You can see the rays. This definitely has some solid atmosphere to it. Yeah, you can tell that the wheel was getting light at the top of that crest, so that was pretty authentic. It's weird heeling towing with paddle shifters. Okay, X-Tron. Thank you for watching. And feel free to follow as well to watch other live streams in the future. I have a potential live stream planned tomorrow, which will be my best friend Jeff, and I'm going to put him on my on this setup, have him try Project Cars, and see how he stacks up. Welcome, new watcher. We just won our second race at Sonoma. So, okay, 3.3 seconds. Okay. Yeah, we'll have fun playing and watching. Keep us posted on how you're doing as well. Okay, we got podium the second time. Winning team Marionette. Huh. Okay. Okay, we got 6th in the championship. Likely could have posed a bigger challenge if there wasn't that fiasco with Watkins Glen. Reached the end of the season. Okay, second round success as William Mars beats James Oertland. Okay, so inbox. Okay, Formula Rookie renewal contract effort. Okay, so I'll just accept this contract because I don't think I have any others.
Welcome to Formula Rookie.
We already watched that video. Oh wow, Andy Tudor is tweeting about me. I feel so honored. Okay, so inbox. Glad I decided to stick around for another season. Okay, so I'll take a request. What do you want me to drive this time? Alright, let's just do quick race weekend. A few of you guys were talking about Zolder, so that might be a fun track to drive. Should be at the bottom. Zolder, 2.49 miles. So, one nice thing about the PC Steam release is that you have the, or which button is yellow? Okay, so there's the showroom. Okay, I'll do a multi-class race at Zolder. Let's try that out. Okay, so let's try Audi R18 TDI. 5 laps. Multi-class, there we go. Okay, let's do 80% grid position. Let's do player custom. Let's do 5. Okay, this supports up to 39 opponents. And I apologize in advance. I do not have the most experience at Zolder, so let's just see how this goes. Oh yeah, conditions. So you can have up to 4 slots per race. Weather progression. Sync to race. At times, our death 6523. There is no dedicated drift mode in Project Cars, but you can actually take a car out and slide it around, and that's drifting. But there's no dedicated drift score mode, a la Gran Turismo or Forza Motorsport. Okay, so set it for 18. Yeah, the hairpins, I know, are a pain. Okay, let's see if my computer can handle 40 opponents. Okay. Oh, wow, I totally forgot to shift! Okay, that might be the fail of the day. So this is how the multi-class racing works. I don't know. Radicals aren't in a Le Mans field. I think that's a radical to my left. So that's an interesting thing there. Whoa! Okay. All things considered, yeah, this is intense with knowing there's 39 other cars on the track. I have no idea what just happened there. I don't know if I got hit behind or something. No, I think the tires just broke loose. One thing that's also nice is, although I'm not the biggest fan of the shifting sounds, yes, our deaths. What do you mean by tune? Do you mean tune a car setup, or put aftermarket parts on a car? Can you be a little more specific? And look, a car actually spun out, and I didn't push or anything. Because, whoa, whoa! What the heck happened there? Hold on, let's watch that replay. Well, I'm just wanting to see what happened here. Because there's the car that spun out in front of me. But this replay seems in slow motion. And then, okay, go in here. Whoa! Okay, that's some weird behavior there. Where, that was weird. I don't see LMP cars ever doing that. Okay. Oh wow, there are no GT cars. Only LMP1 and LMP2. So, answers that question. Slightly upsetting. I'm not sure if there's a way to pick which class, but whoa, the gear shift was glitching too. Whoa! Okay, that was my fault. I will take the blame. And I think I have some damage right now. But I'll have to look into seeing if I can adjust. Whoa! They are not supposed to stop there. Yeah, the AI definitely needs some more work. But hopefully that'll come in the future. And wow! An Audi R18 TDI against a Sauber C9. Don't see that every day. Oh, another wrecked car, and whoa! Tires on the track! Wow. Okay, this is chaos right now. Whoa, I two-wheeled it again. A little bit of weird behavior there, but... Whoa! Keeps on feeling like it's
TV
gonna...
monitors are showing you've got some aero damage.
Ah, stalled it. Let's take a look at the car. Whoa. I will say that the R18 sounds are alright. They have the same upshift sound problems. I'm not fond of the upshifts in Project Cars. Whoa! Ow. You could see that car get air there. That stung a bit. Yeah, there's some mild suspension damage there. Let's see how this affects the car. I just got an achievement on your left. Don't know what that means. And you can't see it on the stream, but I just got an achievement. Okay, this time I didn't bike it. Braking. Whoa! Felt like it scrapes. Whoa, this car always gets light over there. Wait, what?
Sit tight till the marshals get to you.
I blew my engine?
On in case they lift you out of the way.
Oh wow, look in the mirror. My engine blew up. Okay, I don't know if they take me to the pits or... Okay. That's an interesting development. Okay, so it allows us to spectate the rest of the race.
In real time. An AI driver will control your car during simulate mode.
That was awkward.
Use the standings table to view the sector and lap times for every driver. You can ride on board your car by using the Player Onboard button. The Spectate button allows you to view the race from trackside or onboard cameras and select which car you want to watch.
Okay, let's see how Spectate works. Okay, so show telemetry, show the map. Okay, so 38 or 39th and 40th place have been disqualified. I think this is the fictional LMP card that Slightly Mad designed, the Merrick, for Project Cars. Looks pretty sick, I'll say that. Sounds nice too. Gear ratios you should be able to change. Interesting how there's the exit button, but it's X'd out. But there's a Race Central restart. So let's see if there is a way that we can have different cars, or different classes, or choose how many classes. Okay, multi-class, same class, and identical. Looks like there's no option to do that. What if I choose a GT car? I'll do GT3. Okay, I want to try an experiment. So let's do Le Mans conditions 30 times speed 60. That would be a 24-minute day. So let's try this. Alright, have it race through the night. Sync to race. Okay. So let's do 10-lap race. Let's bring this down to 20 or 19 opponents. Multi-class. Let's give you guys an example of day-night transition with weather. I think that would be fun to watch. So how about you guys let us know in the chat box. Did you purchase Project Cars? What system? GT3, possibly GT4, and classic cars. So no, this does not have prototypes either. That's pretty disappointing as well. It's interesting, like the car front tires for this car are cooling off in the straights. If you look on the bottom right, you see the 4 tires. Green means the tires are stable, like at a good temperature. Blue means they're too cold. Hey, Associator, how's it going? Okay. Oh man, that sunset. That looks gorgeous. Oh yeah, you can see the headlights illuminate. Whoa, that's a big glare. Good here, Associator. Looks like I have a Trans Am car behind me. Yeah, I have the Mustang Trans Am behind me. So this is a weird mix. Okay, it's starting to get dark, so I have my headlights on now. Whoa, I can feel the slip, I can feel the understeer. So it's gonna start raining when it's dark. This is gonna be scary, I think. Yeah, that's one thing I have noticed. The tires have problems getting to optimal temperature.
This guy's right on your gearbox. See if you can put a trick on it. Slow down in the middle of the last corner and try and punch away onto the straight and brake the slipstream.
Oh, I see a car behind me running wide.
You should get a great run behind you before you do that first. Be careful braking on line.
That's nice. The spotter is conscious of what track we're on. Oh man, it's getting dark. I will say the force feedback in this car is pretty strong. Some of the telemetry going on in the car. Top left is the force feedback. Okay, that was a decent pass there. Currently for this race. It's nice seeing all this telemetry here. Everything calculated. Whoa, that comes up out of nowhere. That's the trial and dark racing. It just comes up right at you. Right now, I'm largely relying on instincts. I'm trusting I know this track well enough. Oh, it's raining now. Oh, man. Starting to rain on the track. current wet. Save. There we go. Okay, we're switching to wet tires. As I said, this uses an auto pit lane. I wish it didn't, but you can't change it.
Go, go, go.
In early access you were able to, but you can't now. Yeah, you can see the wet on the track. You can see all the puddles and everything. We needed to switch tires. Let's see how the other cameras look. Man, I love the sound. But you can see all the dirt, all the water. On the brakes and sliding. As opposed to understeer. Looks like we're closing in on some other cars. Possibly. The only thing I do not like about the exterior sound is the shift sounds. I'll show you what I mean. It sounds like it cuts out when you're shifting. That's my main gripe with the sounds in this game. Other than that, the sounds are good quality. I'm not the fondest on what they use for the BMW C4 GT3 sound-wise, but it's better than Gran Turismo, bar none. Man, in the rain, this is freaky. There you can see the puddles really start to form on the track. A nice touch is you can hear the rain falling on the hood of the car. Catching up. Yeah, you can handle this section much better now with rain tires. Still not perfect, but a lot better. It's weird that this car in front of me doesn't have lights on. My lights were off as well. Because of the day, I guess. They automatically shut off or something. But yeah, I want lights on still. the grip. I made the pass. Like actual racing instead of just driving with other cars. I just wish they could get proper multi-class racing going, because this feels like multi-class but balance of power, where you could technically win in the GT3 car against all the other classes. Instead of having a GT3, GT2, GT1, LMP2, LMP1, etc. Let's check something. So it looks like this doesn't give you percentages on tire wear, but it will tell you temperature. Another touch I like in Project Cars is one that not many people think of. When you're driving at the curbs, the pitch of the curbs will change as corresponding to the speed you're at. So when you're at a high speed, you have the high-pitched curb driving, or the high-pitched noise from the tires, and then when you're slowing down, you will have a lower pitch on the curves. Assetto Corsa doesn't have that. Whoa. Okay. Had a slight hiccup there. Darn freaking Windows Update. But as I was saying, when you're over a curve at a low speed, you'll hear it low. And then it goes up as you drive faster. But Assetto Corsa and ISI Motor titles out of the box don't have that. I think the only other sim I can think of right now that has it is iRacing. Oh, okay, that was major understeer. Oh man, that's just understeering like crazy now. Tires still seem to look good. Right now, I guess the damage isn't that sensitive because I'm still tracking straight, even though I had those two big hits. Actually, it is pulling a little bit to the left, but nothing significant. If I had hit like that in real life, this car would be totaled. I did not drive the GP games, so I can't speak for that. This rain's getting worse. Okay, so comparing this title's physics to GTR2. That's an interesting category because Slightly Mad Studios was previously Blimey, which worked on GTR2. just thinking, comparing this to GTR2 physics, it's actually pretty close. The force feedback feels similar. They always had some aspects that felt similar, like simulating the loss of grip. In my opinion, out of box, I would say this force feedback is better than Race Room Racing experience. I'm saying that for the force feedback. There are other aspects that Race Room does better, but in the force feedback department, this is better than Race Room. Race Room has better sounds, arguably better physics, but I like the feel in these cars. So after I wrap up this video, I will be posting it on YouTube. I'll be making some edits to it to make it a little more user-friendly for people watching on YouTube. I'll splice in some words or some parts from the chat. So let your friends know that this video will be up on YouTube soon. And feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Sim Racing Paddock, so you can stay up to date on some of our latest videos. Wow, these tires have really cooled off now. I can tell. And the frame rate's starting to go a little south. But now it's picking back up. Maybe just a lot going on right now. Sometime soon I'm looking to get a GTX 970 or a card like that. Gotta love the Twitch TV trolls. Thank you, Raging Hard On, for watching this video. Yeah, these tires are pretty worn out right now. Did a full stint in the rain. Okay. Change these to... Let's change them to soft because we only have a couple laps left. Yes, 420 Captain Phillips was a great movie. Yeah, Associator, I agree. Or do you know if there is a report function for Don't worry, I'll get this guy dealt with after the stream. Okay, looks like I actually finished a lap down, but it's interesting seeing... Okay, let's take a look at some of these classes that were in this race. So we had GT1X, Trans Am, GT3, Group 5, Group 4, and GT4. Would have been nice to see some different cars such as prototypes, but I'll have to see if I can try to get in touch with Slightly Mad Studios about that. But here's some interesting stuff. Patrick Merrick, he is the actual developer. I think he made the Merrick prototypes. Let's see what GT. Okay, so the GT1X is the Roof CTR3 SMSR, so I'm guessing it is a fictional take on GT1. But getting back to Patrick Merrick, he also is credited with making the Nissan Primera BTCC race car for Assetto Corsa. So it's cool seeing his work recognized in other titles as well. And they said Slightly Mad Studio staff members might be some of your opponents. So that's an interesting touch. Hopefully, maybe in time for the 24 Hours of Le Mans, we might have the true multi-class racing. We'll see what happens. So, as I promised a little while ago, I'll take the Formula A. I think I might take it around Sakiro, which it was originally slated to be Suzuka, except they weren't able to obtain the licensing, so they made a fictional take on the circuit. So let's Formula A. One little gripe I have about the car select is there's this menu which you can quick select cars, but you don't have choice over the livery. To choose the livery, you have to go to My Garage, select the car in here. So it's Slightly Mad Formula A. And then you're allowed to choose the different liveries. Granted, there aren't any real ones because they're limited to fictional in the game. But let's just take the Unistars one. So let's take a look at some of the specs as well, actually. So 214 mile an hour top speed, 759 horsepower, 2.090 to 100 kilometer an hour speed, 1.41 second braking from 100 kilometer to 0. That's pretty fast. 52-48 weight balance. Okay. So let's take a look. Sakito in GP. So this was originally going to be based on Suzuka, but due to constraints they had to change it around. So let's see how accurate it is based on the F1 circuit. As I said, it's slightly frustrating having to auto pit. It's interesting, this car has gone through 3 sound changes in the early access and they settled on the V8. It had another sound, but people didn't like it. But man, this is a lot different than Suzuka already. Yes, this will normally start here, but now it's back here. Has a more fancy Ferris wheel in a different part of the track, it appears. Elevation change is a little steeper. This is a little narrower than in real life, I think. This is different as well. That's a big lake over there. Yeah, the Ferris wheel is not usually in that position in real life. Whoa, there's no chicane there? That's weird. But it's interesting seeing how this circuit has changed. another interesting feature is this does have the DRS and the curves functionality, which you map to the wheel. But unlike real Formula 1 rules, you can use it anywhere in a race, which is a bit of a blessing and a curse. It's annoying because it's not authentic, but hey, this is loosely based on Formula 1. Whoa, you can really feel the back end want to step out when the DRS is enabled. Chicane. I'm so used to the iRacing layout. Okay, so I'll do one more lap of this circuit and then I'll wrap up this stream. And I will likely have more tomorrow, which I will keep you guys posted on through the Facebook page for Sim Racing Paddock. So keep posted on that. And check out simracingpaddock.com so you can stay in the know on the latest going on in sim racing. Check out the Sim Racing Paddock YouTube channel for more sim racing videos. So I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what your thoughts are on Project Cars. Like, give us a shout out on Facebook or wherever you want. Let your friends know about Sim Racing Paddock and just have fun on the track. Hope you enjoyed watching this video and hope you enjoyed playing Project Cars. This up. Oh man, yeah, the rev limiter sounds a little iffy. So burnouts are a little weird. But okay, so bottom line on Project Cars, I would say that it is a solid racing title. Still has a little bit of ways to go before I personally would consider it a true sim. Driving the cars is fun, can be challenging. Force feedback, a little bit dumbed down. AI, a little bit kamikaze-like. But for the initial release of Project Cars, it is quite solid. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to Sim Racing Paddock for the latest going on in sim racing. And you have yourself a great rest of your day.